Okay, guys, I want you to be very clear about this. Now, Satan himself, the head of the music, the deceiver, the liar, the killer, the one that brought sin into existence, has yet to fall from heaven, but not the God heaven. We're talking about a heaven that is above us, in the air. He is the prince of the air. What we're dealing with right now are fallen, well, not even the fallen angels, because they are cast into depths and chained up. They will be released for a short time. What we're dealing with right now are demonic forces that were a mixed breed between human and fallen angel. The fallen angels, the ones that left their estate to become physical, were able to transform into, say, the lady's spouses, or able to make themselves look really gorgeous. They were able to deceive women. As crazy as that sounds, it says here, and a war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought, but they did not prevail. Nor was a place found for them in heaven any longer. So the great dragon was cast out, that serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was cast to earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Then I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, "Now salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ have come. For the accuser of brethren, who accused them before our God and night, has been cast down, and they became over by the blood of the Lamb." Oh, they overcame, sorry. "And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the sword of their testimony. And they did not love their lives to the death. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you, having great wrath, because he knows his time is short." Okay, so if you're reading it and you're trying to figure it out, his time is short. There is a 7-year peace treaty being thrown around a little bit here and there. Now that thing's going to take time because of the way people are. God has appointed times to do these type of things. Satan has not been thrown out of whatever heaven he's in above us to the earth. Once he is thrown to the earth, I believe he will either be a physical being, because when the angels came down to Mount Hermon, they decided to mix and mingle with man. And they're in physical chains. It's really crazy to think about. But I do believe that it is possible that Satan will not be probably physical. It seems more, someone's going to die. Someone is going to get a deadly wound. And Satan, it seems, will overtake that body and become ruler. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Because it's hard to fathom Revelation. It's hard to fathom who the Antichrist is. I have a pretty good idea. As most of you guys know, that guy in the States there has a pretty big mouth, and you know what happens to people with a big mouth, right? Martin Luther King, we had Abraham Lincoln, you had John F. Kennedy. Now, see, I am not American, as I've said before, but I know this stuff because I was taught this stuff in school. In Canada, we don't really discuss these type of things. The Americans, or the America, the United States, is Mystery Babylon. So the Antichrist is in the United States. And you can almost guess who they may be. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to leave it open for you guys to understand that if you read Revelation chapter 12, verses 7 through 12. Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of people on here are like, oh, the Bible's fake, God's not real, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you want to believe that, that's fine. But here's the thing. If you put the book of Enoch with the Bible, the book of Enoch will blow you away. Because it confirms everything that the stories in the Bible have. These stories are accounts for things. Some of them are not even... stories about Jesus. Some of them are just, you got the Psalms, which is music. It's Psalms. Or was, it's Psalms. Yeah, because I get them confused. But anyway, I think it was hymns. Wasn't it hymns? I think it's hymns. You see, I get them mixed up, but it don't matter. It's, you guys can easily find that stuff. And I think that as you look at the title, Satan thrown out of heaven, he has not been cast out yet. And I've been researching this stuff for a while. I'm still fresh with this stuff. I'm not like, oh Lord, I've had like 20, 30 years of experience. I've only been doing this for a few years. I'm still trying to figure it out. But it becomes more and more evident to me that the angels that are with the devil are not here. They are still up in the heavenly realm, just not where God is. Like I was taught, and I think I was listening to somebody say, that Satan will go to God and, say, I want to tempt this, that, and a third, which is true because he did that to Job. God said, don't kill him, don't harm him, don't kill him, but do everything else to him. Because Satan thought that Job would bow down to the devil and say, screw you, God, look what you've done. And Job didn't do that. He kept praying to God. And so that's kind of how it works. It's like, say, somebody on here gets tempted to troll somebody on YouTube. Okay? Now, those are a lot of temptations, okay? God will allow Satan to do certain things as a test to you. And it doesn't make him crazy. It doesn't make him angry. Doesn't make him anything. It just, he weeds out the people that are going to praise him and the people that don't. Because there's a lot of things going on. And, like, there's one God, an all-knowing God. But, I mean, geez, man, you'd need help with that. It's like having, I don't know, like a boss with, like, 30 employees. He knows all the employees and what they do. But he needs help, too. You can't do it all yourself. So that's why he has the Trinity and all the angels, the archangels, and all these things. That's why he has them. The things you see in the movies where you hear a lot of weird stuff about ghosts and stuff, they're not ghosts. They're demons that were Nephilim. In other words, they are the dead of the fallen angels. Because if you keep reading the Bible, it tells you there that God let them watch their loved ones, the ones that they had, die in battle and in the flood. He let them watch it. God didn't create the Nephilim. He did not create these beings between fallen angels, the physical fallen angels, and man. So the things that you see now are demons. The demons cannot enter heaven where God is because they are not a creation of the Almighty. Like if I died, I would go to heaven. But if you're like, say, a bad person, you die in sin, you go to the lake of fire. You go to hell, you know what I mean? You don't want to go there. For some reason, people think it's a great place to be, and that's on you. But I'm telling you, it is not. Jesus taught a lot more about hell than heaven. And why? To keep you out of there. That hell was not created for man. It was created for the devil and his angels. In other words, the angels that followed Lucifer, son of the morning, are the ones that are supposed to be cast in there. So take note that the devil has yet to fall to earth. Comment, like, and or subscribe.